thanks for joining me for another soaping video. Today I'm going to be making Oat-Asis. It is one of my best sellers. It's just a really good bar of soap. It has some ground oatmeal in it. There's some raw honey in it, and I also use goat milk. This is my only goat milk soap that I carry thus far. All other soaps are vegan. The majority of the people who purchase this soap have eczema or sensitive skin, or things kind of in that family. So this is really popular with my customers with eczema. So I've already dropped my oatmeal in here. So I'm just gonna pulse it a few times just to get it ground down a little bit more and mixed in with my oils. Okay, so I have my goat milk and lye here. It's actually been sitting overnight, so it's nice and cooled down. Just gonna hold the spatula under just to keep from having some upsplashing here. And then we're gonna scrape all of this goodness out of here. So oatmeal is really good for the skin. Honey, goat milk does wonders for the skin. So combining them all together in one bar of soap is really nice. And of course I have shea butter in my soap, so that's nice for added moisture. And it adds like a creaminess to the lather that I just cannot get over. Kind of try to get all that off here. Sorry if you hear some rumbling in the back. That's my dryer going. Okay, so we are going to blend this in a little bit. And this soap has no colorant to it. It's just naturally colored by the oatmeal, by that raw honey, by the goat milk. It's a nice tan color once it's cured. So there's no colorant in this particular bar. And this batch here, it's gonna make 2 loaves of soap. So I'm just trying to get it to light trace. And I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but there's still kind of swirls, like oil slick on the top. That means that the oil and the milk haven't quite emulsified yet, or it hasn't quite bound together all the way. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And once I hit that phase, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my fragrance oil in there, my kaolin clay, and my honey in there. Also, I've been adding some sodium lactate to my bars. That way they just last a little bit longer. If you don't know anything about handmade soap, it can dissolve quicker than store-bought soap, just because it's natural. It doesn't have the detergents in there from the store-bought stuff. It doesn't have harsh preservatives in there. It's just much better for your skin, and it's more natural. So quite naturally, the oils and the butters that go into it, they can break down quicker. So I always tell my customers to make sure your bar of soap gets to dry in between uses. That way it doesn't stay moist or wet or anything like that. So I've added some sodium lactate in there just to help with that. And sodium lactate is a form of salt that they get from corn or sometimes beets. So that's naturally derived as well. And I'm gonna drop that in there. I mixed it in with my fragrance oil and my clay and everything. And this fragrance oil, oh, it's like the perfect unisex fragrance. It's not feminine and it's not masculine. It's a perfect blend of like honey and oatmeal, and just, it's just, I can't even describe it, but I love this fragrance. And like I said before, I'm kind of a sweet girl. I like vanilla type things. Florals are actually starting to grow on me. I used to not like florals at all. But the fragrances that I've been getting, ordering that have been suggestions from customers, like jasmine, gardenia, and things of that nature, have really smelled really good. So you get to learn a lot about fragrance profiles when you're doing, when you're running a business like a soaping business. So this fragrance it really smells really good. And it's fitting for a boy, girl, man, or woman. It doesn't matter. It's not fruity in any nature. It's not musky, not in my opinion. It's not floral or anything. It's just a perfect unisex fragrance. I'm just gonna stick blend just a little bit. It actually looks like it blended in really well with the batter. So all I have to do pretty much is pour this into the mold. There's no swirls, like I said. It's just the natural color of the soap that speaks for this bar of soap. So I'm gonna blend it a little bit more to get it thicker, because I do have like a little design I do on the top of the soap. And it might take me a second to get it thickened up. Hopefully not too long with the sodium lactate in there. So once I'm done blending, I will come back and let you guys see what the pouring process looks like. So stay tuned. Okay, so my batter has thickened up quite a bit over the last couple of minutes. So I gotta hurry and get it poured. It's perfect actually for just being one color and me texturing the top. But I just want to move quickly to get it all in there evenly. And remember, there's another mold I need to fill. So, oh, I don't want to shake the camera. I'm gonna pound this on the floor in just a second. It can use a little bit more batter though. Okay. Put my napkin and kind of wipe my mold down. All right. I'm gonna get my other mold here. Start pouring into here before my batter gets any thicker. I'll scrape my container out in just a second. Just want to get these pretty much filled. And then I'll have to kind of hit them down on the floor. That way we can remove all the air bubbles out so that we can have nice smooth bars of soap. And my container has all these little grooves in it, so I kind of got to scrape around the grooves. let me just kind of pound these onto the floor really quick. That one kind of splattered up. I'm just going to take my spatula and kind of scrape out the extra in there and pile it on top. Just like that. I'll put some on the other mold here. Just to fill in all the holes. And then once I've decorated, I'll come back again just to give you guys that final look of what the soap molds will look like. And if you stay tuned, then you will definitely be able to see me cutting these bars and see the inside of these bars. I mean, they're all going to be solid color, but some people like to see the totality of the matter, so stay tuned to see the end design and also to see me cutting this soap. Now, I'll get my workstation all cleaned up here. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. I have just did like a spoon and I kind of brushed it up into the middle, and I dropped my organic quick oats on top, and this is it. This is Oat-Asis. Let's see if I can pick it up here. Very simple, very clean bar. That's it. So you guys just stay tuned for the cutting of the soap, and I will talk to you guys later.